The current Mazda CX-5 crossover has been in production since 2017, an eternity in the car world. Despite newer compact crossover competitors, the CX-5 remains a standout thanks to its attractive design and impressive driving dynamics. For 2025, the S-Trim returns, offering a more affordable base model, while the non-turbo premium trim has been discontinued. The standard 187 horsepower, 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine delivers responsive acceleration around town, making the CX-5 feel quicker than it actually is. However, at higher speeds, like merging onto the freeway, it lacks a bit of power. In car and driver testing, the base engine propelled the CX-5 to 60 miles per hour in 8.1 seconds. Towing capacity is modest at 2,000 pounds. Fuel economy varies by engine. The base engine gets an EPA-estimated 26 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway, while the turbocharged version delivers 22 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway. Inside, the CX-5 offers thoughtful ergonomics. A floor-hinged accelerator pedal provides a more natural feel. The steering wheel is well aligned with the driver, and the front seat armrests are all at the same height for enhanced comfort. Every CX-5 comes with a 10.3-inch infotainment screen, which is controlled via a rotary dial and volume knob on the center console. Voice commands and steering wheel buttons are also supported, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on all trims. Interior storage is practical, though cargo space is a bit limited. The rear seat is adult-friendly but not particularly spacious, and the cargo area held just 9 carry-on bags in testing. However, the flat-load floor helps maximize usability. Additional storage includes small cubbies throughout the cabin, a deep front tray, and a center console bin with a removable shelf. There are no two ways about it. The 2025 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition looks good. Kudos to Mazda's designers, who managed to achieve luxury styling without relying on flashy chrome or excessive use of carbon fiber. The designers created classy styling almost entirely through sculpted body lines. This is impressive, especially considering the CX-5, despite Mazda's marketing, is priced similarly to mainstream compact SUVs like the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and Chevy Equinox, none of which look as good. The 2.5S Carbon Edition's exclusive paint choice, polymetal gray metallic, highlights those lines nicely, and we appreciate the trim level's stealthy gloss black grille and gloss black wheels. This is essentially the sum total of the Carbon Edition's visual upgrades over other CX-5s. We hope to see more of this type of subtle, classy styling in future iterations of the CX-5, which should be arriving soon. Those looking for a more rugged appearance can opt for the similarly sized, more premium CX-50. There's nothing shockingly impressive about the CX-5's interior, but that's fine because it gets nearly everything right. The Carbon Edition exclusive red leather seats strike a nice balance between plush comfort and adequate bolstering. The driver's seat also includes a power-adjustable lower back support, which will be handy on longer drives. Given the CX-5 Carbon Edition's price, there's generous use of black leather throughout the dashboard and door panels, accented with red contrast stitching. Much like the exterior, the interior communicates luxury in a subtle way. And yes, while the seats are red, they aren't a bright, garish red, more of an understated shade that borders on burgundy. Passenger space in the CX-5 is adequate for a compact SUV. As long as passengers aren't over 6 feet tall, they should have enough leg and headroom. Even taller passengers won't feel cramped in the back seat during a 40 to 50-mile trip. However, due to the car's design, the rear door entryways are somewhat narrow. While no one bumped their heads or knees during our tests, this could be a potential issue for people with larger builds or anyone trying to maneuver car seats in and out through the openings. In terms of practicality, the CX-5 Carbon Edition is average, if not slightly above. The trunk offers enough space to hold more than a few roll-on suitcases and easily accommodates a week's worth of groceries for a family of 5 with the rear seats up. While you can fold down the rear seats for extra cargo space, it's important to note that you won't be fitting a full-size couch in the back. Braking performance in the 2025 Mazda CX-5 is just okay. In normal driving, we found that the brake pedal requires a bit more pressure than expected for standard stops, making it harder to achieve a smooth driving experience in typical conditions. Associate road test editor Eric Iapana noted that under hard braking, the CX-5's back end gets light and a little wiggly, but otherwise, the braking performance is as expected. Speaking of the brakes, we experienced an odd issue with Mazda's iStop system. This system, designed to boost fuel efficiency by shutting off the engine when the car is stopped, works by restarting the engine once the driver releases the brake. However, when the iStop system is engaged and the foot is on the brake, we noticed a strange vibration through the brake pedal before the engine shuts off. This vibration was strong enough to shake the leg slightly, although your experience may vary. During the Motor Trend Figure 8 handling test, road test editor Chris Walton found that even with the stability control turned off, it was difficult to avoid the system's intervention. It was both braking and chopping throttle, depending on how hard I drove the car, Walton explained. However, he did note that the CX-5 remained easy to drive into corners with little drama or body roll. As for the infotainment system, the 2025 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition features a somewhat basic setup, but that's not necessarily a negative. Sometimes simplicity is best. It has a 10.3-inch screen with straightforward options, but if you're looking for extensive customization, you won't find it here. The real issue with the system lies in the method of navigating it, which is confusing at best. There are two options: a BMW iDrive-like knob on the center console that can be rotated and clicked like a joystick, or via the screen itself. Neither method is ideal. The main knob, while functional, shares the same issues as the original BMW iDrive system. It can be difficult to select the right option, especially when connected to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It's not as frustrating as Acura's touchpad system, but it's far from perfect. The touchscreen's on-again, off-again functionality adds to the confusion. When using the default Mazda Connect interface, the touchscreen can't be used and only the knob on the center console works. However, when connected to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, the touchscreen is functional. The problem arises when the car is in motion. At that point, the touchscreen